Hello.
How are you?
Oh, I'm wonderful. Now I'm off for 2 weeks.
2 weeks. This is just incredible, Robert.
I know. When I went back to work after furlough, I thought to myself, I'm not going to need a holiday. But I got to the weekend and I thought, I'm really tired.
Fabulous. Your body will be able to rejuvenate and you'll be able to be the Robert we all love rather than the Robert we all love who's feeling very, very tired.
I might not be my normal self until this time next week, though, because we do have Gary's mum coming from Wednesday.
Oh, that'd be lovely for her.
So, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm feeling almost human.
Almost.
Huh?
Almost.
Almost. I think being perfectly honest, I do think I've got a few of the after effects from COVID. So apparently I feel absolutely exhausted. And I've kept pushing myself, but I think I'm just going to have to listen to my body. So I think everybody feels just totally exhausted with it. So yeah, so I want to do a lot, my body doesn't. But I'm absolutely fine. You know what? I've just done it again. I've gone to push my glasses up because I haven't got my glasses on, have I? Anyway, good morning, Gogglefrogs. Absolutely lovely to see you all. This is episode 79? 78. So episode 78. And thank you for being with us throughout the week. And we're now in week 16 and coming up to week 17 on Monday. So all those weeks ago, we set this up as a bit of an idea to try and help all of our friends not go crazy and us not go crazy during lockdown. And it really helped us. And I think it's really helped you. And it's lovely that we've met new friends as well along the way. Can't wait to see you in the flesh. So all these weeks on, we have created mugs. We've done all sorts.
Yep. And we're not stopping, are we?
We're not stopping at all. So we've got lots and lots of ideas, and so Gogglefrogs will continue, I think, forever. Because it's just too good to stop. So yeah. And a good morning to all of you. Lots and lots of people saying hello already on the chat, so that's brilliant. So I hope you've got your cup of tea. And I realise I'm going to the hairdressers today. I want to show you this, okay? Nothing's getting taken off the lens, but whoa, look at that. So I'm going to be blonde again. And whenever I go to the hairdressers, I take knitting with me. So I'm going to take one of these with me.
Oh, lovely.
And I'm going to start my niece's cardigan, which is that one. So I was just checking what I needed. I need a 4mm needle, so I must be able to find one somewhere. I must have a 4mm needle somewhere.
Oh, you must have. That's like everybody's go-to for DK.
I know. I've got loads in there, so I might have to shoot out there in a minute and just find something so I can get casting on.
Right, I'm going to hijack because I said I was going to do this as soon as you mentioned it. Put yourself on mute.
My hair goes
I'm not sure what happened there. Angela, are you on mute?
I was, but it's popped off. Sorry.
Oh, that's why. That's what went wrong then. Hi, Claire.
Hello, Claire.
Huge state of me in background.
Oh, sorry about that. Did I wreck it again?
Right, don't worry. It was a song about hair, and I said as soon as you
Exactly.
mentioned it, I was going to play it. But there we go.
Oh,
Sorry, folks, that went slightly wrong, and that wasn't supposed to be today's musical interlude either.
yeah, the hair's getting done. Whoa. I'm so happy.
Oh dear.
Oh,
How are you, Claire?
yeah, not too bad. Trisha asks, "Are you feeling fragile too?" A little bit, but I'm kind of procrastinating this morning. I am actually going to be frogging a project while I'm sat here, but I will explain that in a bit. Oh, it's the box. Yes, that's my label. Fragile. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I'm regularly feeling fragile. But yeah, so I was going to be doing some work, so which is why I'm sat downstairs. You see. So,
I can't believe it's been so long, Claire. It's lovely to see you.
I know. Thankfully, I finish work in a couple of weeks, so things are winding down a little now.
Ooh,
So there you go.
that's good.
How are we all?
Very good. So excited that I'm going to have my hair done. I can't keep telling you enough.
Thursday. Yes, I have an appointment Thursday.
Oh,
Oh dear. I can't believe that people were in the pub at 6 o'clock on Saturday morning and hairdressers open at midnight.
Well,
That was just.
here is the thing: the law came into force at 6 o'clock, but it still depended on the licenses of the pubs. So most of them, even Spoons, didn't open till 8. So it was a little bit misleading of the press, that one. So it's only if they had a license at 6 that they could open at 6. So,
Yeah.
because what it would, well, for the rest of the laws, they came in at just after midnight. So what they didn't want is people for queuing outside a pub until midnight and then drinking till 3 in the morning. There you go.
Anyway, right. We haven't said good mornings, so let's go with that. Should we do our normal bottom to top?
yes.
Hey, Trisha.
Hello.
We've got Tracy.
Hello.
Sally.
Hello.
Both Marians.
Hello.
Linda Ellis.
Hello.
Judy.
Hello.
Janet.
Hello.
Jackie.
Hello.
Deborah.
Hello.
Dawn.
Hello.
David.
Hello.
Brigitte.
Hello.
And lastly, Anne. Good morning, Anne.
Hello.
And then good morning, everybody on replay.
Hello.
And everybody on YouTube who's watching.
Oh, yes.
At whatever point in the future this is.
Yeah.
It's currently 2020. You could be in 2050.
You could be.
Right. So shall we go for today's proper music? And I don't know what it's like where you are, but it's a bit overcast here. Not supposed to rain. So here we go. Ladies, if you put yourself on mute, please. There we go.
Super.
Incredible. Oh. Thank you so much. That was such a lovely tune to start off the day too.
That's okay. So I've wanted to do that for absolutely ages, and there was a reason why. Because I really like the first time I heard that song was Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and the opening sequence. It's absolutely amazing, and I was going to put that in as the music, but it doesn't play the whole track, and the end is the best bit, I think. So I obviously haven't used the Guardians of the Galaxy, but if you go onto YouTube and have a look at it, it's absolutely amazing. And if you love Groot, then it's all about him, and it's so funny, but a little bit violent as well. So be warned.
That's the first time you heard that song?
That's the first time I heard that song. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not into music. I don't do music. I was brought up on 60s music, so by the time I got to the 90s and could be bothered, I was like, music's crap.
Yeah, no, it's just it's played in a lot of different places, that's all.
Yeah.
Oh, I absolutely love them. And I know I've told this before, but it was so funny when I said, oh, that's Electric Light Orchestra, and my husband said, no, it's ELO. And I went, in exactly what do you think ELO stands for? He went, oh. But yeah, it's all of their music is just so different, isn't it?
Yes.
Just so unique. You know, it's them.
That track was 1970. Sorry.
Sorry, go on.
I was about to say that track was 1977.
Oh,
yeah, that's why I was surprised, Robert.
Oh wow. Okay.
They are. But I don't think they were sort of back in the day. You had people who were into that sort of music, people into rock stuff. This didn't fall into rock. It didn't fall into pop. So it wasn't in the main charts or the top 40. It was like a little bit of a quirk. So you'd have the tune coming in, but they had their followers were like the rock band followers. So they were sort of unique, not mainstream pop, which is why I didn't really get into them until I was older. But they were amazing. And I do wish I'd gone to see them in Wembley when they played. Was it about 4 years ago? Yes. 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah, I do wish I'd have bought tickets because I think they're a band. I tell you who else I saw. My friend said, whoever comes to the door first and pays me the money for this ticket can go with me to Genesis. And I knocked at a door on the Monday morning in Nebworth all those years ago. And she says, are you buying the other ticket off me? I went, yeah, because I couldn't let it down. I thought, oh my God, who are Genesis? I don't know music. I don't know anything. I walked into Nebworth, right? I was not looking forward to it, but I put on a happy face. And I went in and, oh my word, the worst act that could have been on ever was the warm-up act. Lisa Stansfield just wasn't into it at all. Suddenly Genesis came on and we'd walked all the way around Nebworth and we must have been about 6 back from the front of the stage.
Wow.
We'd gone round to the side. It was amazing. And I never realised that I knew just about every single track they had. I knew just about every word. And I thought, oh, it's Genesis. I did not know. They were incredible. Absolutely incredible. So, sorry, enough about groups and music. And I'm casting on.
Right. Let's say some good mornings. No, sorry, let's catch up on the chat. Marion, good morning. Brigitte, morning peeps. Judy, hello everyone. Sally, hello all. Deborah, hi Robert and Angela, hi everyone else. Anne says good morning, good morning. David says hi. So we say
ho.
Trisha says morning folks. Brigitte says there's a weird accompanying noise when Angela speaks as if someone else is on the line.
I know, I'm sorry. I just have.
Okay.
And will be coming.
We have a noise. Stuff. Yes.
Yeah, sorry.
Linda says good morning everybody. Marion says she's got the same as well with the noise. Jackie says morning all, a week off so I can watch and knit. Hey, well welcome. Have a lovely week off. Let us know what you've got planned. Obviously around Gogglefrogs, because even mother-in-law coming to stay has been planned around Gogglefrogs. So Wednesday night I'll be in the office. Thursday morning I'll be probably in our bedroom, and Saturday morning I'll be in the office. Deborah says she can hear it too. Jackie says she's getting it as well. Angela, is it worth you going out and coming back in?
Yeah, I will shut down and restart, so I'll be a couple of minutes.
All right, see you soon. David says it sometimes happens when the mic on the laptop also picks up the speaker sound.
Yeah.
Sometimes having a separate mic is away from the PC helps. She does have that. Whether she's using it or not, I couldn't tell you.
It also happens occasionally anyway, so.
Yeah. Dawn says, good morning, everybody. Working but listening in. I hope we're not too much of a distraction for you. Deborah says, hi, Claire. Then we've got the Are You Feeling Fragile and the box behind you. Brigitte says, thanks, David, for the info. Tracy says, Angela, are you having your hair done? We would never have known. Then says, really, the press is being misleading. Don't believe that. Deborah says, thank you, Robert, for being up and about so early yesterday morning, sorting out the Gogglefrogs merch. Excited to get my backpack soon, even if I don't go anywhere yet. Oh, bless you. I will be posting it today or tomorrow for you, so you should get it Wednesday or Thursday. Tricia says, we had hailstones last evening and again for my walk this morning. Wow. Marion says, at Tracy, the press are never misleading. They always tell us the truth. And then Brigitte says, Marion, who are you kidding? And Marion says, Brigitte, well, I did think I'd seen a pink pig, but I'm probably wrong. Brigitte says she's hiding for a bit longer. Tracy says the music reminds me of my husband as he worked on Guardians of the Galaxy.
Wow.
And then lots of oh wows and calls. And Tracy says, Dawn, he told me when I asked what it's about that it was about a superhero squirrel. Didn't believe him, but he is sort of right. I'm not quite sure that oh God, I can't remember his name. Not Groot. Who's the other one?
I don't know.
Oh, it'll come to me. I'm not sure he'll agree with you. Brigitte says, I really like this bit. Dawn says, at Tracy, such good films. Tracy says, at Marion, if only. I think that's about the press again. Tracy says, totally love Groot. Dawn says she's loved ELO for years. Janet says she's trying to join from a moving car. Not much luck, sadly. That's going to be because of the patchy signal. Dawn says, Adrian and I got together over our love of music. So big part of our lives in the Dobbins household.
Fair enough. Good.
Tracy says, oh my God, Genesis were amazing. Jackie says, watching Gogglefrogs, of course, lots of knitting, gardening, catching up on recorded programs, reading, and anything else I can fit in. And Tracy says his name was Rocket. Yes, it was. It was Rocket.
Very good.
Which reminds me, not to make you even in the tiniest bit jealous.
Ah, well done.
Rocket and Baby Groot. To go with the other pictures that we have. Sorry, that was a very bad showing, but yes, we love Marvel, and we have a whole wall of Marvel pictures. There we go.
Jolly good.
Counting. Do you think Angela's trying to count?
70.
I was going to start shouting random numbers for a laugh, but then you might cut me off. So.
What are you working on, Claire?
Well, what I've got is I started it this weekend. It was more of a testing out an idea, and it's a virus poncho. So the virus pattern, but if you start it in a certain way, it'll poncho. And I've got that far, right? And it works. So you can see where the edges would come out at a 45-degree angle. Oh, hang on. There we go. And it will carry on like that. Fabulous. But the only thing is I decided yesterday, I sat there and looked at it and going, because of the colour in the yarn, you can't see the pattern, which is a bit of a shame because the virus is a nice pattern. So I'll hold it a bit closer. You can actually see, because it's sort of a variegated, but it's such a quickly varying. It ends up coming out as quite a mottled when you crochet it up. So you can't really see the pattern very much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to frog this, do something else with this yarn, and start that again. Now I know it works in something else, probably those nice blues that I bought the other week. But yes, I was largely here for a second opinion, actually. So, but yeah, I'm not convinced that I'm going to carry on with that one. So that's what I have been working on, and now I'm going to be unworking on it and going backwards. So there we go. Begita says, you are right, Claire, the yarn doesn't do the pattern justice. I think so. And, you know, I am the kind of person that will plod on something regardless, because I've started, so I must finish. But now I'm actually sitting there going, actually, it'll probably be a waste of good yarn, because this is Louisa Harding Pissura, which I picked up in a sale a while ago. And it's a beautiful set of fuchsias and purples. And basically, I just want to put this with a pattern to work with it. So there you go. So I'm reverse crocheting at the moment.
Oh.
But that's okay. How about you, Robert? What are you doing?
So this is my main project at the moment, and this is the Cassia Jaipur Marion gifted me a while ago. Yeah. And I'm just doing Angela's shawl in it. But what I really loved was the last time I was on, I was getting to these what I thought were creams in the middle here. But they're not actually, they're really light pinks.
Oh, okay.
Which you can see.
Yeah.
But it looks very orange, but it's not, it's pinks.
Fair enough.
But would you believe I did a stitch count last night? I don't know why. I just randomly thought I'll count the stitches. That's 110 rows already.
Bloody hell. Wow. But yeah.
I know. That's what I thought. But it's because it's this it's so fine.
Yeah. I mean this is as well, yeah.
I've never knitted with anything this thin before.
No. Fair enough. Good for you. It's looking lovely though.
Thank you.
Beautiful colours.
There we go.
Really lovely colours. Shall I show what's in the bag?
Oh yeah.
In your bag or my bag?
Well, we've got two bags.
I kept flashing a bag during the music, and nobody commented. So
do you know what? Because both of you got up at the same time, both of you went off, and both of you came with a thing like this, and I thought, oh, I've missed the thing to say Mr. Blue Sky. I thought you were going to put up something.
No, my postie came, but I do have something to show you all anyway.
All right, okay, fine. So Angela, you go first, then Claire.
It was entirely random. So
can you remember you? I bought a sewing kit that was based on.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
So this came yesterday. I did get a little email from them last night saying, "Really sorry, but there's part of the kit missing that's going in the post today," which is absolutely fine. So this was. I've never bought embroidery kits ever before.
It would be absolutely hilarious if the part of the kit missing was the fabric that you sew it into.
Isn't that nice?
Ah. Oh, it's the bag. Oh, brilliant. Oh, that's clever.
Oh, that is so good. So it's Hope Valley embroidery, so that's it. And I think the bit missing is the material. And that's what it's going to look like at the end.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's in here, but look. So I've got one of those.
Yep, a hoop.
I've got that.
Yep. Oh, fabric.
I've got the fabric. And this looks exciting.
That's all the all the yarn.
So I don't know what's missing. But
Possibly the needle.
oh, well, that's all. Don't need one of them. Well, I might do because most of mine are knitting needles. So I think that's really, really pretty. And I'm really loving that. So I've got a little project.
Sally says the needle was in the fabric.
Fair enough.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 needles in that.
Very good.
Okay. I don't know what's missing then.
I don't either, but I think that's really nice. And I think that in the end, I'm going to have that created. I think it's a really good price for £15.
Yeah, I think it is.
Unless it's the larger hoop that it fits into.
Sorry?
Unless it's the larger hoop that it fits into, because that looked like quite a small hoop for that picture.
I don't know. Maybe it is a tiny. Maybe it is a little bit smaller than there. But I don't care.
Well, there should be a list on the instructions.
1 4-inch hoop, 2 times crewel work needles. I've got 4.
Yeah.
1 piece of linen fabric, and then threads. So let's have a look at the instructions, because do you know what I love about Baramu patterns as well? If you ever buy their patterns, they're about £6 or £7. They're a little bit more expensive, but the amount of detail that they go to is really good. So there's everything there. So yeah, but I'm really pleased with that. So I thought I'd open it live so you can see it too.
Excellent.
Yeah. And I love that little bag.
I think that's brilliant.
Yeah, it is. Oh, knit happy, knit Yorkshire.
Claire, Brigitta's saying, could you do a flippy edge shawl with that wool?
Probably. I'm going to have to find the pattern.
And then Brigitte says the small hoop is for stitching, as you need to keep the tension of the long stitches, even if you need to move the frame from area to area where you stitch. So I think it's the larger hoop that's missing to frame it with. So Claire, what did you have?
Well, this was a little while ago. I don't think I've shown you my new hooks. But they're these ones. Have we seen them?
No.
Oh no.
No, I don't think so. I think I had planned to show you, and then we got busy and never quite got around to it. Well, as some of you may know, I am a big fan of a business called, oh, here we go, Boltec, right? Which is, they're on Facebook. It is effectively a chap in the West Midlands in his shed, in his workshop down in the back garden. And what he does is he hand turns the most beautiful crochet hooks in the world.
They are stunning.
Yeah. They are not cheap. However, they are things of beauty. And I like working with equipment that inspires me. So what I was doing that one on was this one, which is a beautifully striped, because it's made out of ply, coloured ply, and it's hand turned. And his stuff is so popular that there is usually a waiting list. So you have to put in an order, and then he will make it. So, but quite often, sometimes what people do is if they order stuff and then they end up not paying for it, he will just generally flog his hooks on Facebook. And I think he has an Etsy page as well for some of his ready-made ones. So, yeah. So what turned up? Yes, it was Boltec. Lovely people. Yeah. In a nice flat postie box with some paper in it, and so I think this one was zebra wood, so it's in beautiful stripes, and that's a 5.5 mil for Aaron and my slightly more chunkier stuff. And this is yet another 4 mil hook. I didn't need another 4 mil hook, however, it is beautiful, so I had to have it.
They are stunning.
And they're very comfortable to work with. Yes. So yeah, well worth looking him up.
I'm definitely going to have a look at those because I like the look of them.
Yeah, and they're really comfortable to work with as well. I find the ones that are too small can give my hand cramp, particularly if I at it for a while. So the bigger handled ones are much more ergonomic for me. I mean, I use a lot of different hooks and stuff, but I like those too. So, and I like supporting little business who supports us in our craft. So
Yeah.
yeah, dead keen.
Oh, Fab, thank you for showing us. So I'm sure they're not cheap, but it's somebody who,
yeah,
well, it's just somebody who is
but they're handmade,
inspired
you know,
to do beautiful things with what some would think that's just a plank of wood. But they are amazing. And the purple one, I cannot believe. It is out of this world.
I do. So it was quite fun crocheting that with a matching hook. So
I bet.
So Robert, what's in your bag?
Can I finish my row?
While you're finishing that, I've just got a question. I've got a niece who is quite slender, quite tall, and she's going to be 5 years old in September. And I'm just thinking, if I do the 6 to 7, that says to fit chest 66 centimeters, 26 inches. Oh, should I go up a size or not?
Do the 6 to 7.
Thank you. Right, I just need to count my 95.
If you do the 5, then she'll just grow out of it too quick. Whereas if you do the 6 to 7, she'll have, if she doesn't quite fit in it, she'll either have something really warm to snuggle into or something to look forward to when she does fit into it.
Thank you.
particularly if she's already tall.
Yes.
Right. Need to find a Need to find a pair of scissors. Bear with me.
I am at the end of the row. Let's do Facebook. Right, folks, here we go. Facebook. Okay, so today's posts from over the weekend. Trisha joined the Mothy and Squid monthly yarn club. July is sea anemone, 20 gram mini skein. Love this parcel.
That's gorgeous.
Wow, look at that. Love that. Dawn has started her playful shawl. Yawn is only 100% acrylic, but wanted something cheap and cheerful to stick in the washing machine as making for walking the dogs in the autumn, and I get messy. And she's using a lovely mustard or gold and a pale green, and that looks lovely. I really love that color combination. I'd be interested to know if the pattern says pull the yarn up as you go, or whether you have to cut every row. Rebecca's blanket, I think we've seen before. Georgie has posted these lovely 2 dolls. Look at those. So cute. They're called Lily and May.
Oh, that's so cute.
Dawn has posted a picture of her workday scarf. Absolutely love those colours. The transition's beautiful. There we go. So finished my first workday scarf. Quite pleased with it. Now to finish the other one. Right, I posted yesterday we had backpacks and XL t-shirts in stock, and there's only one mug left, so I put those on. We had 5 backpacks. We sold 3 of them already, which is really good. So we'll get those out to you today or tomorrow. Brigitte says, I couldn't resist these 3 new books. So we've got Shetland lace knitting, which looks lovely, 200 ripple stitch patterns, and the top one is easy to crochet pattern stitches. Wow. Louise, finished the socks. Yarn and pattern from a local business, very pleased with them. They look lovely.
Are stunning, aren't they?
I love the colours. Now this is Friday. Did you show this on Friday?
We could show it again because it was on the needles for 6 years, I believe. It deserves another showing.
Yeah.
Wow, Linda, that's lovely. And then we did that one on Thursday. So I think we're all caught up. So it's Mash Up Monday today, which is anything that you have used an alternative yarn or alternative needles for to the original pattern. So do post those. Right, let's catch up with chat. Jackie says, shame I don't crochet, otherwise I'd go for that purple hook. Hey, just buy it anyway.
Look at it, it's a thing of beauty.
Yes.
Yes. And I'll teach you how to crochet at Sheringham next year. There you go. Brigitte says, up a size every time children have the silly habit of growing up.
Thank you so much. I was really in 2 minds what to do.
Linda Phillips says, morning, sorry I'm late, just waved my daughter off back to Nottingham. Morning, Linda. And remember, you are never late for Gogglefrogs. It's a drop in and out. Brigitte says Claire has become invisible. Yes, she disappeared for a second and then came back.
Robert's disappeared for me.
Oh. Okay, well, I can still see
I'll
me.
refresh myself.
Okay. Sally says you loop the yarn, creates pretty edging. Dawn says you take the yarn up the side with you, actually makes a nice edging. Okay. Oh, that's the playful scarf. Linda says, I found that when I knitted for my granddaughter, her chest measurement stayed the same for ages, but the length changed as she sprouted. Sally says we don't have Gogglefrogs on Friday. Yes, I remembered as soon as I said it. Claire says, and we make the occasional blooper, and would have meant Thursday. Marion says, what does M1P mean? It's not on the legend. Make one
pearl.
Yes, that's what I would think it would mean.
Yeah.
Make one pearlwise. Oh, that's what Claire said as well.
Yeah, make one pearlwise.
Marion says, at Claire, yes, but left or right.
I don't know. You're exceeding my standards of knitting here. Just wing it.
Yeah.
It normally says into back or into front.
I'm just trying to think. I would normally do it. Surely you do it in the way you're knitting. You wouldn't go back to do a pearl. Anyway, and then Brigitte says she had to refresh to see Claire again. She hasn't done the okie for a while.
Well, that's what it's all about.
Oh, okie.
So, do you want to know what's in my bag?
I would love to know what's in the bag. And I think everybody else wants to know what's in the bag.
I don't think they do. Here we go, cutting open the bag. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's gorgeous. Angela, close your eyes. Close your eyes.
You're on mute.
No, I'm not. Can you hear me, Angela? Apparently she can't. Angela.
No.
No. Angela, refresh again. She did say she's having problems with her broadband.
I'm back now.
You're back now. Okay. Angela, close your eyes. I'm going to count to 3. And then after 3, you're gonna physically have this. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Got it?
Yes.
Are you ready to show?
Yes. Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Go!
Oh, very good.
With sparkles.
They are very sparkly, unintentionally, I have to say. So this lovely little silver dots down here actually look like they're rhinestones or something when because of how they reflect. But yes, absolutely gorgeous. Black ink, and they have. You probably can't see it particularly well, but to make it work, I added some knitting needle tips in here. So that it fitted the whole design area. So yes, so they are going on the website today, people.
Excellent.
Yeah,
there
I
we
need
go.
to refresh on the other laptop before I could actually load stuff. So I'll do that straight after this.
So yes, so those they came. When did they come, Angela? Friday, didn't they? Because I dropped one off to you. No, that came today. I dropped one off to you yesterday.
Yeah.
So yes, we were very, very excited about those. You've all been asking for them, so here they are at last.
Yeah. So we can all be branded. Have branding, not be branded. That's horrible. Sorry. I didn't mean it like that.
Well,
Oh,
when
dear.
the tattoo studios open back up.
I was just about to say, I'm tempted to go and get a Gogglefrogs tattoo now.
Got a bit of space right there.
I'm not. Oh, dear.
He won't like it, but hey.
It's all right, nobody's making him have one.
Oh, dear.
Oh,
Yeah, so they're really nice. So I've written 3 cards already this morning. And I've also written the Voltec hooks on there with my pen. So it's been used already. So it's on the pattern. So I know about those crochet hooks.
Yes.
Which I
Well, it turns out this isn't frogging. Never mind. I'm just going to have to write it off and start again, I think.
Oh.
Oh, well. It's only yarn.
That's amazing.
It's only yarn. You know, it's much like the other stuff I used for my corner to corner. It seems to felt with itself quite quickly. So, oh well. Never mind, it's only yarn. I've got plenty left. I've got 2 balls of this, so you know, I'm not going to run out in a hurry. But that'll teach me. Maybe I shouldn't have changed my mind after all. There we go.
Just quickly going back to Marion's pattern, it says it doesn't for the M1 on the knit row. It tells me left or right, but not on the purl row. I don't think you can make one right on a purl row. Surely you're knitting right to left. Sorry, left to right. So you would do it on the left. How would you make one right ways?
When you put it back on the other needle and pass a stitch show, yeah, and then that would have a specific instruction.
Google it. Look for it on YouTube.
Yeah, because I know
this is how you do it, which is why they haven't said left or right.
Yeah, maybe it doesn't matter either way, because if it's going to twist the yarn in a certain way, they are quite specific. But sorry, I'll tell you the story after this. Why I'm smiling. So
let me guess. Naked man at the window.
no, not quite, but husband at the window. I thought I had flowers. I looked and he had 2 big bunches of something, and then I looked again and no, they're plants for the garden.
That'll do.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Right. So catching back up on chat, Angela, I might need your help here because there's questions that I can't answer. Linda says, "Oh yes, we do." So I'm assuming that's wants to see what's in the bag.
Yeah.
Trisha says, "Just like Christmas." Linda says, "Yay." Tracy says, "Wow, that's fantastic." Jackie says, "I want one." Trisha says, "Fab." Brigitte says, "Yay, a pen. Got to have one." Deborah says, "Can I add a pen to my parcel, please?" Of course you can. Linda says, "I need one." Tracy says, "Oh yes, I'm having one of those." Claire says, "LOL at everyone." Jackie says, "How much are they?"
I think £3. Is that
Very
right?
reasonable.
Yes.
I think £3. Yeah, that's what. Well, they are £3 now.
And we need to do something about the postage because if people are just ordering a pen, then they're not going to want to pay
No.
masses for postage. So you'll need to bear with us on that one, folks. It will go on at some point later, Angela.
Yeah, it'll be on after this, so within the next hour, if not sooner. Yeah.
Will that give you time to get to Hemel to have your hair done?
Should do.
Okay, fine. Brigitte says, no tattoos. Linda says, "Bum, I've just placed a bag. I should have hung on for a bit." No, I will. Oh, Linda. We'll sort it out, Linda. I'll contact you in a second.
Don't worry. If you've placed orders recently, this was something that we did really quickly. We couldn't get pens when we did the main order because the pens were not working. Because all the branding on the side, it just looked like a pencil squib. So that's why we said no, because they weren't good enough. Don't worry, we will be able to send them in the post in an envelope with cardboard or something like that to protect them. So don't worry.
David says, "Last night I had to frog 8 rows, which is about with 400 stitches on each. Wasn't happy." I bet you wasn't.
Oh, that's not nice.
Jackie says, "Make one purl. You pick up the loop in between the stitches and then purl through the back loop." Marion says, "Thank you." That's what she's done. Oh, there we go. See, that's what we're here for, to help everyone. Just while we're on the subject of merch, people, is there anything else that we haven't yet got for you that you would really like to have? Do let us know, and we will we'll do our best to try and find it. Some things we just can't get because they're either too expensive or we have to order them in thousands, and that's just not cost effective. Because as much as we love you all, we then end up with loads of stuff that we have forever.
We are a select crowd.
Yes.
And
maybe one day when we're big and famous, hey Angela.
Yeah. But we do have an amazing idea, and we can't release the details of it. That when you get one of these, I think you will just be, oh my word. So that's something that we've just got to design. But lots and lots and lots of ideas. Just keep making it fun. And patterns and what else?
Deborah, yes, absolutely fine, not a problem. Just when it goes online, just place the order, and then I'll add it to your other one. Tracy says you may be able to buy a pack of small jiffy bags that you could put a pen in and should be able to use first class postage.
Large letter first class,
kind of what I have jiffy bags already, so yes. Trisha says Intarsia pattern for the logo.
Crikey.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yes, please, Trisha. I have no idea how to do that, although I did have a little thought about, wouldn't it be nice if we had a pattern for the logo? And
or
then,
Fair Isle.
yeah, and then that's really difficult.
I do have a knitting pattern maker, so I could put the logo
That'll
into
do
that to make the chart, but then you're on your own. That's as much as I could do.
Yeah, please. Yeah, if we can, that would be amazing. I'll try it out.
Angela, Tracy says, Angela, your face was a picture then.
Yeah, but
With what?
And Trisha says, wow, that would be fab.
Yeah. It would just be nice to do a little sign, wouldn't it? So maybe if we do, that's a really good idea, Robert. Let's have like really try and push that little pattern maker and see if it can do the Gogglefrog stuff. That'd be brilliant.
Okay. That might have to wait until, because it's on the PC. So
Don't worry.
Linda P says, how about a magnetic pattern holder so that your pattern is held in place and it keeps your row? Okay, definitely something we can look at. And Linda E says, or a cross stitch pattern, Robert, that could be knitted too. It's something I've done a lot. Yes, so I can definitely do cross stitch, and I know a lovely cross stitcher who would probably do it for us, or have a damn good go at doing one for us. So yes, I will play with both of those.
Is the logo on a file? Can you email it to me? Thank you.
And I need a bit more info because I have to know sizes.
Probably about A4.
Because I to the size. Landscape or portrait.
I can see what I can play with my printer with, but it's going to be a couple of weeks for reasons.
Oh,
yeah.
Tracy said to Angela the other day about the magnetic board thing. Angela's not paying attention.
I've just pulled about 10 stitches off the end.
We can see.
Phew, done.
So Tracy says she sent the idea about the magnetic board thing to you the other day.
To me?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, folks, any ideas, send them to me because Angela's got a terrible memory. I will get to it eventually. And as I have to do all the designing for the logo to make it fit, it's probably the right thing to do to send it to me anyway.
Yeah.
Right, so some lovely ideas there.
Really, really good.
We're at 10:59.
Lord.
How are we at 10:59?
Because 59 minutes of 60 seconds have passed.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm being facetious.
Yes, you are. But you're allowed.
Oh,
yes.
Dear.
Well, that means I am one step closer to the hairdressers.
Woo!
Yes.
Woo, woo, woo.
So we are back tomorrow at 10 o'clock. I will be here.
No, yeah, work.
Okay. Wednesday?
Evening. Quite probably. I hope so. Unfortunately, last time I fell asleep, so I didn't make it. So sorry. But
right, we had our biggest ever attendance last Wednesday, didn't we, Angela?
We did, yeah.
We got 22.
Brilliant.
It was amazing. It was really good.
Oh no, that's right. I was there, but I was audience for that one.
Right. So have a lovely day, folks, whatever you're up to. And we will see you nice and bright and early again tomorrow morning.
Bye-bye. Lovely to see you. Bye.